hire Digital 22 immediately.
Do you want to go on that one, Sam, or do you want me to have a crack?
You go for that, mate.
So if you're just starting out with HubSpot, you're getting to that 4, 5, 6 month mark, and things still aren't moving where they should be. All I'll say is just hold your nerve. That's got to be the biggest point of this. It's something we've seen this 1,000 times before. We have the same conversations with clients, the exact same position you're in now. You've got stakeholders to report back to, and if the data's not there yet and you're getting 6 months in, it's usually that time where stakeholders will get a bit nervous. It's like, well, we've put all this budget in, we've put this time in, it's been 6 months, we've not seen anything yet. It's completely normal. You're really looking towards 8, 9 plus months before you start seeing that active return, and it is exponential growth once you get to that point. So you've just got to stand by what inbound's going to work, and that time will come. So you've just got to be confident with that. If you've done everything right so far, you've done all your keyword research, you've mapped your content to those keywords, that traffic's going to come through, and you've seen all these early signs that, some keywords are improving in rank. Maybe it's gone from page 6 to page 2 in the last month. Again, you can sort of see all these early signs that are indicating that it's trending in the right direction. Just hold your nerve, what's coming around that corner, and just get that confidence across to the rest of your stakeholders as well. Inbound does work, but it does take time. It's a long play, it's not a short game, and you've got to be invested in that if you take on inbound.
Yeah, I think Jack's right there. You've got your leading indicators and your lagging indicators. So, you're thinking in terms of, what results do I want to see, but are we seeing any progress whatsoever? Obviously, it's slightly more of a problem if you're not seeing any keyword movement. But yeah, I think it is, like you say, it's consistency. It's like anything in life where if you're consistently putting up good quality content, you're being consistent with your social media, you're being consistent with all your channels, you can't not see better results. Everyone will see different growth, but you really struggle not to be in a better place 12 months later if you're being consistent and you're really mapping these things out in the strategy.
Amazing. So a follow-up question off the back of that. If I was really being pushed, what could I implement in the meantime? Thinking PPC, basically.
So if you want to generate like immediate results, there's really, only a few ways to do that, chief amongst which is, paid media. When we say that, I think people tend to just think Google ads, but there's so many different platforms now that can be right for different businesses. So yeah, you've got Google ads. We've also been implementing a lot of Microsoft ads at the moment, which is similar to Google's platform. But then you've got all of your social advertising platforms as well, which can be really good for driving like top funnel leads in particular. So LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, even Pinterest, all have their own ad platforms. Snapchat's got its own platform. So if you want to drive that immediate traffic, yeah, you're potentially going to have to pay for it. But depending on the the sort of lifetime value of your product or your service, it can be a really good return on your investment. And obviously the goal with PPC should always be to figure out what your spend is versus your realized, and it makes it really easy to scale up as a channel then.
It's also good as well, if you are sort of waiting, you're in that lull period where inbound's about to take off. It's also a good time to revisit your list already. Have a look at the data you've already got. Is it good data? Is it not? Even running things like re-engagement campaigns, or just sort of trying to get that list, bring it back to life. If not, spend that time giving it a big cleanse. And again, like Sam mentioned, if you've got PPC, you've got fresh data coming through, look to compare it. Is all the data you're getting on new contacts right? Is it accurate? Is it what the sales guys need? So it's a good time as well just to use to refresh your database and almost get the foundation set for it as well. And again, you might even bring to life some old prospects that now need your service. So it's definitely worth doing.
Yeah, I think it's something we definitely see with a lot of clients, that people are always looking for new leads, and that's the big metric. And quite often at the detriment of you've got a massive pool of existing customers who don't take out all of your services. You've got other products that they might be interested in. They already trust you. They already work with you. It's quite an easy sell. So yeah, obviously look a little bit more inwardly from time to time. Don't be so worried about generating new customers, and make sure you're still servicing your existing customers. You're maximizing what you can get from them. Quite often there's definitely opportunities in there for cross sells and upsells that maybe marketers haven't thought of, or sort of the belief that that's the job of sales, but I think it should still be a joint effort there to make sure that you're still prospecting within your own customer pool.